Okay, in this dream I see 3 planets in the sky, and I believe the planets that you see here on the right side of this drawing are more or less reflections of the 3 planets here. Okay, in this dream I looked upon a magazine that resembled an old Time Life magazine. You know, the real huge magazine called Time Life back in the days. Well, anyhow, on the cover of the magazine was these 3 pictures of black orbs that was found in space. Okay, after I gazed upon the 3 spherical objects which was featured on this magazine, the next thing that was shown to me in this dream were these 2 planetoids that appeared in Earth's sky. Okay, the next thing that was shown to me before I left this dream were people staring at the objects in the sky. And I believe that the thing that was in the sky had affected the people's fates somehow. I believe the things in the sky was emitting radiation because the people's face, or at least the skin over their eyebrow and below their eyeball, had risen, the skin had risen, I would say about 2 or 3 inches. And then these people that looked upon the objects in the sky had screamed out, and then they all collapsed upon the ground. I think they died from staring at the 2 objects that were stationed in Earth's sky. This is a different dream. In this dream, I see my nephew. He came in from school. He came into the house, and one of the first things I noticed by his face that he was displaying blisters upon his face, and he also was displaying blisters in the back of his neck. In this dream, after I gazed upon my nephew, his mother told me that she was going to take her son to the emergency. Okay, in the same dream, after I gazed upon my nephew, I have gone upon the roof of my house, and I looked up into the sky, and I seen, I believe, our sun, as you see in the upper left-hand corner, and our moon. Next, in the same dream, I seen 2 objects eclipsing the sun and the moon simultaneously. Okay, after the 2 objects eclipsed the moon and the sun upper left-hand side exploded, and some black silk or whatever came off the sun. I mean, the explosion was loud. And after the explosion, after these black residue came off the sun, the Earth atmosphere rippled. And then there was a slight earthquake upon the Earth. After the upper left side of the sun exploded, the Earth was bombarded by meteor showers. And in this meteor shower, some meteors have fallen upon the Earth. The last thing I seen inside this dream was this particular meteor. This meteor was falling out of the sky, and I believe this meteor was about to hit a woman that was standing upon a car. And then I woke up from this dream. Okay, this is a different dream. In this dream, I believe I was in Brooklyn, New York, and the sky above me was somewhat cloudy, but the clouds were not dark. They were more or less like pinkish. And I noticed 3 dark spherical shadows were moving over the clouds. After the 3 spherical objects, shadow, left my sight, I began to notice that the clouds began to race or began to move quickly. The clouds were moving so fast that they were ripping apart in the sky. Next, I seen, I believe, a satellite fall from the sky. And the satellite had embedded itself in the ground. This is a different dream. In this dream, I gazed my eyes upon, I believe, a church. And there were things above the church or in earth sky. It was partially cloudy out inside this dream. And I took notice of this blue-like planet or blue-like star, which was very close to the earth. And this object, this bluish object, had these metallic spherical objects beside it. These spherical objects had spikes upon them. Okay, the next things that I'd like to show you are my drawings about UFOs and aliens. In this dream, which was given to me in November 22nd, 1991, I believe I was in Egypt, as you see the pyramid, and I took notice of this strange looking alien. This strange looking alien was trying to hide behind, or at least partially it hid itself behind a brick wall. And this particular alien reminds me of the aliens that were in the movie called District 9. This alien looked quite similar to the aliens that were in the movie called District 9. In this dream, I believe I was by the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and I seen a humongous object floating in the sky. This object reminded me of a bridge or a partial bridge, and this thing I call inside this dream a UFO. And I believe this dream was given to me in December 8th, 2005. This thing was floating across, I believe, the East River. In this dream, and I'm sad to say, but I believe I did not put this drawing inside one of my dreams. I've forgotten to do this. Well, in any case, you guys will see the drawing anyhow. In this dream, I believe I was in a section of Brooklyn called Coney Island, and I seen these 2 objects in the distance. It was nighttime, and as you see, I seen a triangular object, and I seen a cigar-shaped object. both of them were in the sky together. Okay, in this dream, I'd seen an ink and some type of Egyptian tablet, and above these two things I seen our moon, and there was something beside our moon like a wisp of smoke or cloud, and above it I seen a pyramid with these three beings. Now I must tell you guys that this particular drawing is in my prophecies. I believe in Prophecy 5, which is on the internet. But once again, I must stress or say that this is not the original thing I seen in my dream. I more or less had to remember what I've seen, and because I could not find my original drawing of these things that you are watching right now, so I had to remember what was going on inside this dream. So as I have drawn this and posted this in the internet, some days later after I have drawn this and more or less put it out there, I came across my original drawing. Okay, here is the original drawing. Things are a little bit different or placed different positions, but more or less the same thing. There's an ink, there's an Egyptian tablet. In this one, I remember that there were two pyramids. So, like I said, this is the original drawing. The first pyramid, as you see here, has no beings inside it, and above this one, this giant pyramid had beings in it, and beside the pyramid was this horseshoe-like object, like a wisp of smoke, and above this horseshoe object sat our moon.